Hello everyone, this is session number 1 of lesson number 3. Our lesson number 3 is moving ahead in MS Word 2010. In this session, we are going to learn about what the Microsoft Word. Before that, let's see what points we are going to cover throughout this chapter. The first one is how to replace old text with a new one, how to insert shapes. We know that what are shapes. Then how to insert picture in document. Okay, now let's see about Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is a word processing application. Word processing application means what? The application which is used to change appearance of text by using the different commands like changing font color, changing font face, font style, font effects, alignments, adding word, some other effects. Okay, that is called word processing application. And Microsoft Word is not a single word processing application used worldwide. So many applications are there. Microsoft is one of them. Let's say some other applications which are used as a Microsoft Word processing application. So what these are? First one is a Writer. It is of OpenOffice. Then WordPerfect, WordStar, then WordPad. So what these are some other applications which can be used as a word processing application. Okay, so it is about what a Microsoft Word and some examples of word processing application. Word application generally used to create what attractive document. A document means what? It can be notice, it can be resume, it can be CV, it can be paper or examination papers. Okay, or it can be what? Any draft. And it allows us to create more attractive document with the help of what its inbuilt templates, inbuilt commands. Okay, now let's see how to open this application. If you want to open this application, that means if you want to open Microsoft Office Word, any version of Microsoft Office Word 2003, 2007, 2010, then 12, recently we have a 16. To open one of these, simply you have to click to start button to open any application, not only Microsoft Word, any application. Then you have to click on a start button. When you click on the start button, then you have to click to all programs. When you click to all programs, you need to go to Microsoft Office. You can go to Microsoft Office or Microsoft Office 2013. Here we have Microsoft Office 2013. Click on it. Then you have to go to Microsoft Word 2013. Then click on it. When you click on it, it will open for you this application. Actually we are using 2013, we don't have a 2010. No problem, there's no more difference between what the 2010 and 13. We have here what some advanced commands. Okay, those are not there in earlier versions. No problem. Okay, so shortly it will open. Now let's see how to open Microsoft Office Word. If you want to open Microsoft Office Word, then first you have to click on start button, then click to all programs, then go to Microsoft Office 2013, then go to Microsoft Word 2013. So these are the steps to open Microsoft Office Word. To open any application, this step is common. What is that? Click on start button. Okay, so not only to Microsoft Office Word, to open any application which is installed by user or operator, then the step is common to click on start. Okay, then we have to create a blank document. Here we have a blank document. You can see this is a white page and it is ready to prepare a document that you want. So before that, first we have to learn what the components or different parts of what the Microsoft Word application window. So here we have the application window of Microsoft Office Word. Okay, and this application window made up of different parts. So what these are? First one is a quick access toolbar. You can see this is called a quick access toolbar. Where it is located? It is located above the ribbon on the left side of the title bar. Okay, you can change its place. You can take it down, that means below the ribbon. You can take it above the ribbon. Okay, then next one, this is title bar. You can see here, you can see the title. Okay, that is document 1 and Word. Document 1, it is name of what the file, yet it is not saved. If it is saved with a different name, you will see that name here, and this is name of what application, you will see this on board title bar. This after the next one is a help option. If you're unfamiliar with this application, you can take help. The next one is a control box. It is used to minimize, maximize, restore and close the application. This after the next one is a tab. These are what? The tab. Actually it is a part of what? The ribbon. Okay. Ribbon is made up of tab, groups and what? Commands. Okay. And different tabs are there. When you will click on a particular tab, it will explore what the commands which are present inside the tab. Okay. So these are the different tabs. You can choose one of them according to your requirement, and you can call the command what you want. This after the next one is a groups. Group is a part of what? The ribbon, and you can see the group names are given here. That means in every tab you will get here what? The different groups. In home, clipboard, font, paragraph, style, editing groups are there. Using this you can access the commands, and these commands are grouped according to what? The groups. Okay. This after the next one is a ruler. This is horizontal ruler. You can see the marks are here. These are in inches. Okay. And this is vertical ruler. Marks are there vertically. Then the next one is the inactive area. You cannot type anything here. Then this is our document. This white page is called what? Document. You can see this is one portrait page. Okay. And you have to use it to type any whatever you want. Okay. By default there's only one page. If you want to add more, you can add more. Okay. That means there's not a limited page. You can add more pages. So there's not only a single page. You can add more pages. This after the next one is a cursor. You can see this vertical blinking bar is called cursor. It will help you to show what the exact location of typing. It will help you to navigate between the letters, between the words and all. This after the next one is a scroll bar. This is vertical scroll bar. It will help you to scroll up and down, and one more scroll bar is there. That is horizontal scroll bar. It is here. It will help you to scroll left and right. Okay. This after the next one is a status bar. Status bar will help you to show the status of what? Your working window. That means how many pages are used by user, how many words are entered, language currently used by user for typing, then zoom percentage or zoom ratio. Okay, currently using which view to work with this document. Okay, and all. So it is about what the different parts of Word application window. I hope you all understand the different parts of Word application window. Now let's see what is next one. The next one is checking spelling and grammar. Okay, now how to check spell mistakes and grammatical mistakes. So before that, let's see how to identify it is spell mistake or grammatical mistake. If there is a spelling mistake, that means if spelling of that word is incorrect, you written what the some words with missing letters. Okay, or words are written or spellings are written with incorrect letters, then you will get what? That word with the red color zigzag line. If there is a grammatical mistake, okay, then that grammatical mistake will be highlighted with the green color. Grammatical mistake means what? If you not written, if you not given what the question mark to WH type question. Okay, if you not written what a first letter of that paragraph in capital, then will occur what a grammatical mistake. Okay, and for that zigzag line is there with the green color. Okay, and if there is a spelling mistake, then it will be highlighted with a red color zigzag line. Spelling mistake means what? If you not written what a correct spelling of that word or what that text, then will occur what this spelling mistake, and it will be highlighted with a red color zigzag line. Okay, so it is about what the how to identify what the spelling and grammatical mistake. Okay, so let's see how to correct the spelling mistakes. Okay, so let's see first how to identify the spelling mistake. Here I'm going to write what one incorrect spelling. Okay, and that is what a create. Okay, create. Okay, this is the correct spelling. I'm going to make it incorrect. Okay, just create. Create is not a correct spelling of what a create. Okay, this is not a correct spelling of a create. Okay, create is the correct spelling, but create it is written here, and you can see it's showing what the red color zigzag line. Okay, understand? Now we have to correct this incorrect spelling. Okay, so how to correct this incorrect spelling, or how to improve this spelling mistake? It's showing what the red color zigzag underline for this word. Why? There's a spelling mistake, and if we have to improve it, so to improve this, simply you have to right click on it. Now when you will right click on it, you will get here what some suggestions. What we require in the first one, create. Actually here we have read the spelling of word create. create is the correct spelling, but here create it is written, e is not written, e is missing of this text. Okay, so click on the correct suggestion. I will open this suggestion list. Simply you have to right click on what that incorrect word. You will get here what the suggestion list. You have to choose one of this and you have to click on it. Okay, selected suggestion will be replaced with incorrect word or incorrect text. So it is about what the spelling mistake. Now you can see that spelling mistake is improved. Okay, it is corrected by selecting what the correct suggestion. Okay, now let's see what is next. This after the next one is this after the next point is how to correct all errors at the same time. That means a particular word is repeated number of times with incorrect spelling, and if you want to improve that spelling mistake at the same time, then how to improve? Every time it's not possible to right click on that word and to correct the spelling using what the suggestion list. Okay, now let's see how to improve that mistake at the same time by using spelling and grammar option from the review tab. Okay, now here we have a document, and from this document we have to find the incorrect word and we have to replace that incorrect word with the correct word. You can see here it's highlighting to different. Actually different is required, but by mistake it is written different. Okay, so how to correct that spelling mistake and how many times it is repeated? It is repeated 1 2 3 and 4 times it is repeated. Okay, so every time I'm not going to use what a right click, I'm just going to call what one click, and it one click I want to replace what all these incorrect word with the correct word. Okay, so first we should go to the review tab. Now when you click to review tab, you will see here a spelling and grammar command. It is there in proofing. Okay, in review tab you have to go to the proofing group. In proofing group there is a spelling and grammar command. You have to click on it. Okay, directly it will highlight to the word which is incorrect. You can see here different is incorrect. That means this word is completely unfamiliar to Microsoft Word. Okay, so it's showing, it's highlighting. Okay, it's showing what a red color zigzag underline to this word. So instead of this which word is required, a different word is required. That means after N, T should be there. Okay, so select this one. Instead of this you want to choose another, you can choose another, but exactly which one we want, different. Okay, so select. After selecting that, you have to click to change. You want to change all at the time, then you can click to change all. Okay, and there's one more feature. If you want to listen what the pronunciation of this one, you can choose it. Okay, you when you click on it, you will listen what the correct
Different.
what the pronunciation. Okay, listen it one more time.
different, different, different,
Understand all of you? Okay, now we have to change different. Okay, or we have to replace what this incorrect word with the correct one that is different. Then click to change all. When you click to change all, it will change. Okay, now after completing this work, you will get a message spelling and grammar check complete, you are good to go. That means whatever corrections were there, those changes replaced with correct one. Okay, and now your document is free from the spelling mistakes. Okay, now we know the now we know the spelling mistake. Let's say about the grammatical mistake. For example, what is your name? Okay, what is your name? After name, question mark should be there. Okay, I said it's showing, or it will show what the green color zigzag underline, but we are using Microsoft Office 2013 here. Instead of green, it will use a blue color to highlight what the grammatical mistake. Okay, now after what is your name means after name question mark should be there. There's no any question mark, so it is called what? The grammatical mistake. How to improve this grammatical mistake? Again, you have to right click on what? That incorrect word. Okay, means a word which is highlighting what a blue or green zigzag line, you have to right click on it. This after you have to click to the suggestion. After name question mark is there, that means this is correct one. Click on it. Okay, now there is no any blue or green color zigzag underline. Okay, now that means you're good to go to continue, or you're good to go. Okay, that means there is no any grammatical mistake. Now we learn how to improve spelling mistake and grammatical mistake. I hope you all understand how to improve the spelling mistakes and grammatical mistake. Spelling mistakes are highlighted with red color zigzag underline. And what about the grammatical mistakes? Grammatical mistakes are highlighted with the green color zigzag underline or with the blue color zigzag underline. This is about what? The spelling and grammar command, spell mistake and grammar command. Okay, now this after the next one is the activity which you have to solve in your computer textbook. Okay, you have to label the different parts of what? The Microsoft Word application window. Okay, so enough for today. I'll continue next point in next session, that is find and replace. Okay, so before that we are going to complete what? This activity. Okay, I hope you all understand what I taught today. So enough for today. We'll continue next point in next session.